Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. What I wanted to do for this video, which will be the final video in my sabbatical series, is simply show you three iconic sites in and one around Tokyo that whenever you see Tokyo, these are the sites that you associate with it. The first one is the Senso-ji Temple. Before we get to the temple, we first must go through Kaminarimon Gate, which features a giant red lantern and two guardian statues, one of Fujin, which is the wind god, and Raijin, which is the thunder god. Past the gate, you must then go through Nakamise Shopping Street, which is 250 meters long, filled with traditional snacks, souvenirs, and dates back to well over 300 years. Finally, we reach the temple. The Senso-ji Temple was founded in 628 AD, which is Tokyo's oldest and most famous Buddhist temple. The pagoda, which is 5 stories, is one of the tallest in Japan, and the temple enshrines a golden statue of Kannon, which is the Buddhist goddess of mercy. And I did some reading, and it says you can go through a fortune-telling activity where you're able to draw fortunes, and if you're not lucky, then you're able to tie the bad fortune onto special racks and leave the bad luck behind. I didn't try this for, well, reasons. Our next stop is the Meiji Shrine. This torii gate is the largest wooden torii gate in Japan, made from 1,500-year-old cypress trees. And this wall of donated sake barrels symbolizes offerings to the gods. Once you get to the temple, you're able to participate in traditional rituals such as hand washing, purification, and making wishes on Emma plaques. You've likely seen this temple somewhere before because this is a very popular spot for traditional Shinto weddings. What visit to Japan in the Tokyo area would be complete without a trip to Mount Fuji? At 3,776 meters or 12,389 feet, it is the highest mountain in Japan. And oh, by the way, it's also an active volcano. Mount Fuji is also considered a sacred site in Shintoism. There are many climbers who pray at the shrine at the summit. If you want to climb Mount Fuji, climbing season runs from July to September, where most climbers start at 5th station. I was actually pretty fortunate because the snow cap you see on Mount Fuji came in, according to my guide, a little later than it does usually. But it was there, and it just added to how beautiful it looks from this distance. Another place to get a picturesque view of Mount Fuji is the Arakurayama Sengen Park. Here you have the Chureito Pagoda, which offers one of the most famous views of Mount Fuji, especially during cherry blossom season. At some point, you've probably seen some picturesque view from this angle. The 5-story Chureito Pagoda was built in 1963 as a peace memorial for soldiers lost in war. But of course, you have to work for this view. It is about 397 steps up to the top, but the view is worth it. Now, I wouldn't know if it was worth the steps because there is an alternative way up that's more of a hill, which Not easy, but a lot better than stairs in my opinion. If you've been following my channel, you know I've done well more than enough stairs on this trip, and one more, just no. Finally, we're here at Oshino Hakkai, which is a historic village known for its ponds created from the melted snow from Mount Fuji, filtering through volcanic rock. It gets its name from Hakkai, which means 8 seas, referring to the 8 ponds that surround the village. Throughout the village, you're able to drink Fuji's natural spring water. Just be warned, the lines are absolutely insane, as you can see right here. Admittedly, Tokyo was not originally on my itinerary for this trip. However, I was convinced by several people that I needed to come, and I am so glad that I did. This was absolutely amazing. Had an absolute great time. I didn't get as much footage because I wanted to make sure I was living in the moment and enjoying the company around me. But if you enjoyed this video or have any suggestions for the next time I go to Japan, definitely drop in the comments. Until next time, whenever that may be, I will catch you later.